Howdy, hey, how is everybody doing? And welcome back to Disney Daily. Hi friends, I hope you are all doing well. I know it's been a long time since I've posted up a video. I've had some stuff going on in my personal life. All good stuff though, just I've been really busy. But hopefully now that it's, well, technically my summer, hopefully I will have some free time to make some more videos. But I wanted to come on here because I saw The Little Mermaid last night and I wanted to give you my opinion, my review. I wanted to give you my thoughts and feelings about everything that I saw last night. And I thought it was fun to come in my best mermaid attire. So got my pearls on, the starfish, and then I need to show you my jacket. I'm obsessed with it. Here is the front of the jacket. So there's like, you know, some coral reef action. Got the Triton. We have Sebastian up here, super cute. But the best part is the back. So there's the back. I think it is so cute. It says ready to stand on the top. Hopefully you can see that. But I love this jacket so much. It is so cute. I highly recommend. I think you can still get it on Shop Disney and you will not regret the purchase, that's for sure. Now let's go ahead and move into the review. Okay, so I want to come out of the gate saying that when it comes to the live action Disney films, I am very much split. Sometimes I have really loved them and sometimes I have really just disliked them. But I will say, no matter what film it is, I do go in with an open mind. I don't go in thinking, oh, it's not like the original, so therefore I'm not gonna like it. Like I already know I'm not gonna like it. I feel like when you go in with that attitude, I mean, it really just takes away from everything. So it is really important to separate the two and go, okay, look, this is a remake. You know, it's not going to be exactly like the original, nor should it be. I think that for me personally, I want to see glimmers and pieces of the original, but I definitely want to see new things. For example, with the Beauty and the Beast live action, I liked that they obviously brought back a lot of elements that we loved about the animated, right? But I also really liked how there were new things that they brought into the film. For example, the storyline of Belle's mother. I thought that was really awesome. I thought that was a cool little twist, a new thing that they threw into the live action. So anyways, going back to my point, getting rambly over here, I have been very 50-50 with the live action. So The Little Mermaid, I honestly loved this film. I honestly didn't think I was gonna be over the moon about it like I am. I thought it was just such a beautifully done film. There were things that I didn't particularly care for, and I will get into those, but overall, I really loved this film. I thought it was super cute, and I honestly would give it like an 8 out of 10. One of the things that I want to talk about that I enjoyed about this film was the casting of Halle Bailey. I think she is the perfect Ariel. I could not take my eyes off of her. She was so mesmerizing. She embodied Ariel. She was Ariel. She captured Ariel's innocence. She just, just looking into her eyes when she was singing Part of Your World, she just captured Ariel's innocence perfectly. And her curiosity, you know, her love of life and exploration and adventure. She just did such a wonderful job. And the fact that she is just an incredible singer, it just it made the film just 100 times better because she just has those vocals to back it up. And I mean, I love the rest of the cast as well. I just thought she really just stole the show. But I loved the casting. I thought Daveed Diggs, Sebastian was hilarious. Great casting. I thought Melissa McCarthy did a really good job. I mean, honestly, big shoes to fill, right? Pat Carroll is a legend, but I think she did a really good job of being funny, but wicked. Who else did I really enjoy? I think all of the voice actors for the animals were great, like Aquafina, and I don't know his last name, but Jacob. I know he did voice Luca in Pixar's Luca. I thought he was perfect for Flounder. All of the casting I really thought was wonderful. So since I already kind of mentioned the animals, I will go into what I didn't particularly like, which was the CGI, the animals. Even when I saw the trailer, I was just having a really hard time with it. And even in the theater, I thought maybe I would feel different after the film, but I just didn't care for how the animals looked. Even some of the underwater scenes, I was just like, oh, it's just so much CGI. But at the same time, like, I appreciate the hard work. I mean, art is art, you know, and I appreciate that. You can tell a lot of creativity and time and passion went into this project. It was hard for me because, you know, we're under the sea and we know what under the sea looks like. So I don't know, the CGI was just something that was hard for me, and that's just, you know, my opinion. Another thing I really liked about the film was the music. I loved the soundtrack. And yes, I did listen to the soundtrack before I actually went into the movie. I loved, obviously, all the original songs. I really liked For the First Time, which Halle Bailey sings. That is super catchy. That is definitely my favorite song on the whole entire soundtrack. I didn't particularly care for Eric's song. So Prince Eric has a song, and I didn't particularly care for it. However, I think it was important because it really drove home how obsessed Eric was with her voice, like how enchanted he was with her voice. And that's something I always felt was missing in the animated. Like, I always knew, okay, he likes her voice, but I don't think in the animated they ever really made that really tight connection of like how much of an impact her voice made on him. And that's what I feel like they did really well in the live action. And that song really helped put in perspective how much he was longing for her and longing to hear that voice again. I will say that I did miss Chef Louis and his song. They ended up cutting it. They don't even have a Chef Louis. I was kind of sad by that. They also didn't do the sisters song in the beginning, and I really wish they would have capitalized on that because the sisters were so great. I loved seeing Ariel's sisters, and I just wish they would have done even just a quick 1-minute song. I feel like would have been really nice. So that's my opinion on the songs. But I mean, the soundtrack overall is just magical. I love that they added Halle Bailey into Under the Sea. She has a few little one-liners where she says Under the Sea, and it just made the song that much better because her vocals are magical. Overall, I really loved all of the songs, and I felt like they did a really good job in incorporating the new songs and also staying true to those old songs. Another thing I really liked about this film is how they told the story of Ariel and Eric's love story. I just think it was so beautifully done and it was so cute. And there's a scene where they are looking at maps together in a room, and it just was adorable. It's just, they did a really good job of telling the story of not just how she obviously fell in love with him, but how he fell in love with her. So one of the things I wish I would have seen a little bit more is some more dresses from Ariel. I wish they had put her in different outfits, especially when she, you know, gets her legs and she walks onto land. Like, I feel like that should have been just this big dramatic moment where she's in a different gown, and they have her in the same dress throughout the whole entire film. And that was just something I personally, because I love dressing up, I love costumes and things like that, I really wish they would have thrown in a dress here or there, like a new one that we haven't seen yet. That's also just, I feel like when you're a princess fan, you love seeing all the dresses, all the outfits. So that's just a minor little tweak that I wish I would have seen. I think we all need to keep in mind that, you know, doing this film as a live action was not an easy thing. And it was risky. And I have to applaud those that take risks. I mean, I think that especially when it comes to art, it can be really scary to do the risky thing. So I want to applaud them for doing this, for making the choice to do The Little Mermaid, just because it is really hard to bring a whole entire life under the sea, you know, to the screen. And I think honestly, what outweighs everything else The number one thing about this film that is so important is representation. Representation matters. It matters to these little girls who are growing up and are not seeing themselves on screen. I think it is incredibly important that we start to put individuals who were not always seen as the main characters. We need to embrace it. We need to be supportive. You know, we need to love on these movies because it is really important that everybody feels seen and heard and validated, and they can turn on a movie and see themselves. It is just so powerful as a young child to see somebody who looks like you, who is the main character, who is the hero, who is the individual that everybody's looking up to. I think that it is incredibly important and it's incredibly powerful. So I loved The Little Mermaid. I will be back to see it again, and I really hope you all go and support it. And I think that's about it. So thank you so much for your time. Thanks for being my guest here at Disney Daily, and I will see you in the next one.